It has been a hot minute since we did a what sold together, and so that's what we're doing today. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Danica. I'm a part-time reseller based in Calgary, Alberta. I sell on Poshmark Canada and Poshmark US, and like I said, today's video is a what sold video. So before we go any further, make sure you have subscribed to my channel if you haven't yet. Give me a thumbs up before you go, and make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know how your sales have been. So to give you context, I used to be able to do a what sold video every single week. I was making like 2 to 3, sometimes 4 or 5 sales per day. Things were popping. That was a couple years ago. Things are different now, and I think I have like finally come around to just kind of accepting that that's just a different season of my life. Right now, I am just kind of enjoying hanging out at home. My boyfriend and I live together, so, you know, I just like spending time with him and doing things together, and of course still love thrifting and still love reselling, and it's an awesome way to make some extra money, but my focus has just shifted, and that's okay. So we will go through sales. What I did want to say is that my sales have been kind of crazy good. For the last year, things have really fluctuated. Obviously, with my motivation, with my effort that I have put into things, Poshmark and reselling in general is just one of those things that you get what you put into it. And I just wasn't focused on reselling at all really the last year. And so I had kind of accumulated a little bit of a death pile, and I decided, okay, I had come to a crossroads and I was like, is this really something I still want to do? Is this something I'm still interested in? And I decided, let me list my death pile, and once this room isn't overwhelming to me anymore, then I can reassess. And shocking, listing my death pile resulted in a bunch of sales. That's how they get you. So without further ado, let's go over my sales. I would say these are from since the beginning of the year. It is almost the end of the month, so this is just under a month, maybe a couple weeks of sales. I did have my closet on vacation mode most of Christmas and stuff. For me, this is a really good 3 weeks. This is really, really good. I'm going to do Poshmark US first and then Poshmark Canada, and then I will give you the total at the very end of the video. So make sure you do stay until the very end to see how much I made reselling part-time. The first sale on a Poshmark US is this pair of Tory Burch Sally wedge pumps. I got these at the bins. What a find, honestly, and they sat in my death pile for months. I paid $1 for them. They sold for $89 US. I was stoked. I was so excited about the sale, honestly. Obviously, that is a really good sale, especially with the exchange rate to Canadian. Really happy with that. Next sale on Poshmark US was this pair of Sorel Joan of Arc wedge leather, like waterproof booties. These were $89 as well. As a sale, I did thrift these at Value Village, so my cost of goods was about $10 to $12. That's usually what my average is, $89 US. I'm really happy with that. Again, with the exchange rate, that basically covers the 20% commission that Poshmark takes, and also a little bit extra. The next sale was this pair of Lululemon Wonder Train crop leggings. These were a personal item, and I had bought these on clearance at Lululemon myself, and I just like didn't reach for them at all. I don't know. I still made money on these, even selling them for $34 US, so I was happy with that. Not much to say. I wouldn't source them for that much. The profit wasn't really like anything crazy, but still made some money. Next sale is this pair of Fry Carson Ivory boots. I had these for a long time, okay? These were listed for a while, and so they finally sold for $64. I was really happy with that. Honestly, I thought that I was close to redonating these, honestly, and I love selling Fry boots so much. So $64, happy. Next is this pair of Abercrombie 90s straight ultra high rise jeans. These sold for $39. Again, nothing crazy. They do sell for more on the Canadian side, but whatever, it's fine. 39 bucks is still a pretty good sale for me. So yeah, that's good. Next is this Anthropologie Emma Shipley collab shirt. I thought this was just a blouse, and then I got home and realized it was a PJ shirt. And I couldn't exchange it because it sat in the bag for so long that I missed the window. So I had to list it. I got lowballed on it, and I got lowballed lower than 15. I got lowballed at like $12. So I countered at 15 and she accepted. I still made money on it, but I really need to start doing my research more. Next is this Lululemon Layer Me turtleneck. It's a white long sleeve top. I got this at the bins, sold for $27 US. Still like not a crazy good sale, not as high of a average sales price as I'm trying to do, but I was still happy with that, especially considering my cost of goods was so low. Not mad about it. Next, this pair of John Fluvog 7th Heaven it's like loafers. These were also listed for a long time, probably close to a year maybe, but they did sell for $94, so I was really excited about that. I was so happy to get those out the door. Fluvog, as you know, if you've been watching my channel, is one of my very favorite brands to sell and to source and all that, so I was just really happy for these to find a new home, especially because Fluvog is like definitely one of those collector brands, and so I get really excited when someone buys them because I just know that they're going somewhere where they will be appreciated. Next is this Free People Movement Take a Hike Heron Jogger. I got these at a consignment store, I'm 99% sure. It took me a while to get them listed, and as soon as I listed them, they sold. $29 US. Again, nothing crazy, but still a profit, and so I'm happy with that. And my last sale on Poshmark US in the last 3 weeks was this pair of AS98 high heel like ankle booties, and these sold for $115. I had them listed for $118, and she offered me $100, canceled the offer, and re-offered $115. Can't be mad at that at all. When someone takes the initiative to do that, I was like, okay, yes, absolutely. These I don't think they were from the bins, but still my cost of goods again would have been like $10, $12, and for them to sell $115 US, I was so stoked. So here's the total I made on a Poshmark US. Now let's look into my Canadian closet. Again, I can't believe like how many sales I've been making. It's just been really awesome, and I'll kind of tell you what my strategy has been after, after the totals and all that. So first sale, Poshmark Canada. It's this pair of Lululemon Train Times leggings in deep rouge. These were a size 8. They sold for $40. Lululemon can sell for a lot, can sell for a little, and this is kind of right in the middle of the pack. That's kind of my sweet spot. I think that I'm really good at sourcing Lululemon that sells from like $30 to $70. It's really hard to find anything that sells for more than that at the thrift store. So that's kind of where I focus my energy. So $40, not like anything crazy, but still happy with that. Next is this Coach Beachy striped wristlet. This is from that haul of Coach that Courtney gave me. I will link that video up here if you want to see. My friend Courtney just like gave me a bunch of Coach stuff that she had been gifted, or like that someone had given her to list and she didn't want to list. So I listed it, and it's still like slowly kind of selling. So 24 bucks, I was happy with that. My cost of goods was $0. Next, this pair of Teaks matte black foldable flats. These I sourced in the summer, in June or July, and they finally got listed in January and sold pretty quickly. Again, $100, really happy with that. That is a great sale for me, and yeah, I was really excited about that sale. And that was an offer that came in, so that was awesome because I did not need to give a shipping discount. Next is this Smash and Tess t-shirt shorty dress. This again was sourced a while ago and just listed and sold for $26. So I think that's a pretty good sale for smash and test. It does sell pretty well for me and sell pretty quickly, but right now I'm kind of just trying to get stuff up and then get stuff out so I can refocus my energy and kind of reevaluate and see what I want to do. Next was this Lululemon Soft Stream Perfectly Oversized Crew. This was a personal item. I bought this full price and I just never ever reached for it, like maybe twice. It sold for $61, so obviously I sold that at a loss to me, but still made like half of my money back on it. Meh, whatever, it's fine. Next is this pair of Hoka's Arahi 5. These I got on Poshmark US and wore them for a while and just like upgraded my running shoe situation from these. I sold these for $62. I made money on them. I'm not mad. They did take a while to sell. I thought Hoka's would like sell like this. I love them, but they do sit for a while, not gonna lie. Next is this Free People Jackie printed midi dress. I took the tag off of this. I bought this for myself at Winners and ended up just like never wearing it. I was like, how do I even style this for myself? Not something I would ever really wear, but kind of something I wish that I wore. Does that make sense? I wish I was this girly, but I'm just not. I'm an oversized sweatshirt and legging girly most of the time, but it sold for $82. I bought it for $25, so I made a pretty good profit on that. Again, yeah, not mad at it. Next is this Betsy Johnson Martina midi dress, and it had the cutest strawberry print on it. This was sourced maybe in the fall, and it's January. It just got listed and sold quickly for $54. So this I thought I was going to keep because it was a size large. I tried it on and it was just like a little bit tight in some spots, and so instead of being like, I'll fit into it one day, I just listed it and made some money off of it. And last but not least is this pair of Mother Denim high-waisted looker skinny jeans. I had these listed for $68, I think, and someone sent me an offer and I accepted because I was like, yeah, they're Mother jeans, so they should sell for more, but they are skinny jeans and they are teeny, size 25. So I will just take the offer while it's there and just like, you know, keep the momentum going with these sales. So those sold for $45, and this is the total I made on Poshmark Canada. And then let's put the total right here. I don't know what it is yet. I need to calculate it and then I will put it up there. So I am so excited about like listing right now. It's funny how reselling works because you like get so excited and like get everything listed and make all these sales because you're listing consistently, and the algorithm or whatever algorithm picks up on your closet and like you make all these sales and that motivates you. So then the cycle keeps going. But then if you hit like some kind of snag and you just don't feel like listing anymore, or don't feel like photographing, or don't feel like whatever anymore, then your sales tank and you're like, why am I even doing this? Is it even worth any effort? And so that's just kind of where I've been. Because of like, I was getting my taxes ready at the end of the year, or like I was getting my things ready for the end of the year. And so I did my inventory at the beginning of January, end of December. And just like going through everything just made me realize how much I was holding on to that just like wasn't selling. They were bad buys. I was not going to sell them, or if I was, it was going to be for like no money and it was going to take forever, and that's just like not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to store clothes or store shoes or anything like that. And so I just grabbed a bunch of stuff and just brought it to consignment. I made a few $100, which again is like, I definitely lost money on some inventory, but it allowed me to just remove some of the clutter that's in that spare room that I use for reselling and kind of refocus on, I even took stuff that I hadn't even photographed or listed, that I was just like, why did I even source this? Like, so some stuff just never even got listed and just went to consignment, and some of it even just got redonated without even listing. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I mean, you know, that's just the honest truth. And so that is kind of where I'm at right now, is that I did that big purge and now I can really focus on getting what is in that room photographed and listed. I photographed 65 items in 2 days and sent them to my virtual assistant. She drafts for me and then I just like go in and list the drafts. And that makes my life so much easier. I don't love photographing, but I don't mind doing it. But listing to me is just one of those things. You get tricked into these like ways of making your life easier with reselling, whether it be bots to like share your closet, or a virtual assistant to like do your listing. And I've just become lazy, but the cost is worth it. Like I've made my money back on my sharing tool and my virtual assistant probably in one of those sales. So I don't mind spending that money. It was getting to a point where I was paying for these services and I was like, I'm not really making the sales right now to pay for them. So this feels good that I'm finally like making up the sales. Also, I do use Posh Sidekick, so they are a sharing tool. I have a link in the description for a free trial. I love Poshmark Sidekick. I do also use PrimeLister for cross-listing, and they do have a cloud-based sharing tool now. I kind of want to try, but it's just such a pain to like transfer from one to the other. I used to use the extension-based sharing on PrimeLister, but every time it was like scheduled to share, it would open a new tab on my computer, and then like if I was gone for 4 days at work, I would come back and my computer was like fried because just too many tabs were open and it was just working way too hard. That little dust just went right in front of the camera. So now I use Poshmark Sidekick because it is like app-based, and even if my phone's off, it will still continue sharing for me. They do have a few different like settings you can use, and so I just put on the offer to liker, automatic 30% off 15 minutes after someone likes something, and it did generate a fair amount of these sales. Just a full disclosure, I hadn't been taking the time out of my day to like go in and send offers on Poshmark, so that made a big difference. And I have it off right now just because I want to see if it helps if I have likes like accumulate. But I wish I could do it closer to when they like the item, just because then you like know the person's on the app, they get the offer, they're more likely to like just pull the trigger. But I am using that tool and I am really liking it, and I think that I will be using that more in the future going forward. 30% is a little aggressive. Maybe I'll go down to 20, but I think on Poshmark you kind of just have to, my strategy has kind of always been price pretty high so that you can send a really good offer. It is not unusual for me to go through my entire Poshmark US closet and send like 50% off offers with free shipping on everything, just because. So yeah, that is pretty much all I had for you guys today. I know I haven't done a thrift haul, and I said I was going to, but it's just harder now because I only really get like 4 or 5 items when I go thrifting that are for reselling, and so I kind of have to like accumulate them, but I'm also trying to like get stuff listed and photographed as soon as I get it. So I don't know, I need to figure something out, but I have been sourcing some really good stuff. So maybe I will try and do that. I'll go thrifting, I think, this week. Once I get everything photographed, I will give myself permission to go thrifting. But yeah, that's everything. So let me know in the comments how your sales have been on Poshmark, and let's just chat. I am like so excited right now. I like feel so motivated. All I want to do right now is like get back on my laptop and get some of the drafts listed and like go photograph the rest of my death pile so that I can just like get everything listed and make more money, because honestly, I have not seen my pending balance this high in a very, very long time, and I just kind of want to keep the ball rolling. So with that, I will let you go, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.